What is up, you guys? Pete DiCarlo here, and today we're going to do a Tesla pre-earnings outlook. This video should be out very soon. So right now it's 1:08 Eastern Standard Time, and Tesla has earnings in about 3 hours. So I'm going to release this video as soon as I possibly can. And we're going to go over what to look for as far as Tesla earnings is considered. As of right now, you can see that Tesla is up about 3.5%. From a trading perspective, we are sitting very strong at this good support, and it's looking like today with earnings, we are either going to get a big push up to 749 or a big fade down to 574. So since I can get this video out as soon as possible, let's get into it. So here's what every major analyst is expecting from Tesla's second quarter earnings. Tesla shares have underperformed this year, but Wall Street analysts will be paying close attention to the EV maker's second quarter earnings call Monday for news that could send the stock higher. The shares are down more than 7% in 2021, at about 27% off their 52-week high notch back in January, which, if you guys remember, that 52-week high was up at $900. Despite the supply chain headwinds, Tesla earlier in July announced 201,250 vehicles delivered in the second quarter, the first time the EV maker crossed 200,000 level in about a 3-month period. The strong delivery figure provided Wall Street stock analysts with a foundation going into the second quarter earnings as they look for insight into the company's key business areas. Here's what analysts expect from Tesla earnings. Analysts anticipate insight into Tesla's business in China, a key market for the company. Tesla in the past several months has faced challenges with its brand reputation in the country. Most recently in June, China's Vehicle Safety Authority announced a voluntary recall via their software update of about 285,000 vehicles due to a reported issue with driver assistance. Tesla's Bitcoin holdings as well also loom large over the company's second quarter earnings report. The cryptocurrency has been volatile, with the price of Bitcoin briefly dropping below 30,000 in June, but surging over 40,000 Monday. So one thing you guys have to realize, I talked a little bit about this with my trading breakdown on the second channel, Traders Helping Traders. Go and follow that. A big part of why Tesla was profitable last quarter was because of their Bitcoin holdings and because some of the profits that they took on Bitcoin. So without that, they actually would not have been profitable last quarter. That's going to be important to see. What's also funny is that, Bitcoin is up nearly, I think, up to like $40,000 right now. So it is up pretty massive within the past day. The impact of Bitcoin will depend on the definition of fair value at any time. If measured at closing, we see no impairment, but the intraday lows, we see a $104 million or 9-cent impairment. Any impairment would be viewed as a one-time, Wells Fargo Colin Langland said in a note. Analysts additionally are looking for updates regarding Tesla's self-driving capabilities and new manufacturing facility in Berlin and Austin, Texas. So you can see here, this is what Barclays, Wells Fargo, equal weight rating, neutral weight, underweight, and overall, the biggest things for me that I'm going to be watching into this is, like we said earlier, about chip shortages and how do I, really, are we going to see any more issues with this? Because if we take a look at Intel, which Intel has not really been performing too well recently, Intel is down a bit. And what they said in their earnings call is that they are going to have chip shortages up. It's up 2% today, but it was trading up around $56 a share and then dumped down to 52. They could have issues all the way up until 2023 with some of their chips. So for Tesla, this is going to be important. And like I said before, Tesla is up about 3.5% today. So if earnings come out, if they beat, right now they're expected, I don't know what their expected is, but they have been beating their EPS over the past 3 quarters, which is good. But something that we need to keep an eye on are those major things like we talked about is overall, what is Bitcoin having an impact on their overall, P&L, on their top line and their bottom line, and overall, what are some chip issues, and also how far along it is the Austin, Texas facility, and how is their relationship with China. So all those things are extremely important. As far as prices, like we did state before, we're trading between this range right now of 637 and right around 700. So if earnings are good, we should be able to see this push, which is about a 12% move up to 745. And to be quite honest, if we can push through 745, there is a very thin area of volume right here on the volume profile. So breaking out from 750 up to 840 could be very, very easy. But one thing I do want to caution you with is that if earnings are bad and we drop down to $566, there is very little volume from 566 all the way down to $400. So if we were to snap support here, we could see this drop 30% in maybe a month or two from those lows. So this trading range has been huge for Tesla. I think that we'll either move up to 750 or down to 550. But if we can break out above or below, we're going to see an even crazier move on Tesla. Now, if we take a look at Black Box, which is what I use for my scanners when I'm trading, you will see that today Tesla is the most actively called stock out on the market with $19.95 million worth of calls for Tesla. And you can see that overall, as far as the put position is considered, it is not very much out there. If we look, a lot of these calls are for 730. There are a couple of 1119s. This one's pretty big here that I saw earlier. 1119 $750 call for $2.28 million. For me, I would not be trading calls through this. If you are a trader, I would just basically be looking at shares. But long term, this is going to be a big earnings announcement for Tesla and something that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. As of right now, I do not have any shares in Tesla, and I do not plan on having any shares in Tesla. If Tesla could fall back down to that $450 range, I highly doubt it, guys. If it could pull back to $450, I would be taking a position on Tesla. For me at this point, if I wanted to get into the EV space, I really would be looking at NIO over Tesla. I feel that while it is the riskier of the two, I feel like NIO has a lot more room to grow over Tesla at this point, and I do think that we could see Tesla, unless we get some major news, because here's the biggest thing I don't like, and we'll talk briefly about this, even though I want to get this video out. The biggest thing I don't like is that the company is doing well, but I think that they are overvalued still at this point, which I feel like a lot of people would agree with me. But if you look at their Bitcoin and you just took away their Bitcoin profits last month, they would not be profitable. They would not have had not last month, last quarter. They would not be profitable, and they would not have had a good quarter. And if they didn't have those Bitcoin earnings, the stock probably would have plummeted back down to 560. And with Bitcoin up pretty massive right now, it's definitely going to pad those stats as far as their earnings are considered. So that is something that I'm worried about. But guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I will be doing an earnings recap for Tesla potentially tonight or tomorrow morning. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Truly means the world to me. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and as well, also go down below and you can go to my private academy if you want access to all of my trades and all my investments. You can start 100% for free your first month. Use the code DISCIPLINE and you'll be able to start for 1 month for free. You get access to all my trades, get access to my private chat room, get access to my live streams. I go live with them every single morning, and our 60-hour course library. Guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.